Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Father Joe, for a beautiful liturgy. I'm Judy Huntington, President-elect of the College of New Rochelle, and I welcome you on behalf of the Board of Trustees to honor and celebrate the presidency of Dr. Stephen J. Sweeny with this special dedication to a president who has always put our students at the center of institutional attention. There are a few special guests with us today that I would like to extend special greetings. Michael Ambler, our chair of the Board of Trustees, and his wife, Marcia. Welcome, Michael and Marcia. Other trustees, if you could just raise your hand, welcome, other Board of Member Trustees. President Sweeney's wife, Barbara. Welcome, Barbara. Sister Mary Sullivan, Provincial of the Ursulines of the Eastern Province. Welcome, Sister. Sister Ann Peterson, Prioress of the Community of St. Teresa. Welcome. And our other Ursuline sisters who join us for the celebration, welcome to you all. As exemplary educator, Stephen Sweeny has passionately promoted the primacy of students in the life of the College of New Rochelle. Throughout his time at CNR, Steve has always been very present to students, listening to their concerns and ideas, and directly engaging in their education, teaching classes, hosting dinners with students, visiting the branch campuses, attending student performances and exhibits, cheering our athletes, coaching from the sides, celebrating student achievements, participating in student activities like the Hunger Banquet, and signing each diploma by hand while offering a prayer for every student. Steve has now done this for more than 22,000 graduates of the College of New Rochelle. Therefore, it is most appropriate that with us this afternoon representing their school are 4 students who bring greetings from the students in each of our 4 schools in tribute to President Sweeny. I'd like to introduce Jacqueline Reynolds, a student in the School of Arts and Sciences, class of 2012, majoring in business. This year, Jacqueline was the treasurer, and next year will be the president of the Student Government Association. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Thank you, President-elect Judith Huntington. Welcome. I was honored when asked to reflect on the College of New Rochelle's president, Stephen Sweeny. When I met the president, it was at convocation at the start of my freshman year. He introduced himself as the president of the college and asked me where I came from and why I picked CNR. I answered and found a shocking surprise. The president of the college knew where I came from and visited a neighboring town in his childhood years. During the past 3 years at the college, I have interacted with the president at numerous events. Dr. Sweeny always finds a way to say hello to everyone. This is an aspect of his leadership that I and fellow students admire. President Sweeney's kind spirit and support of students are remarkable. Based on my interactions with him and knowledge of his hard work on behalf of the CNR community, I knew a simple thanks was not sufficient for all that he has accomplished. Therefore, Dr. Sweeny, I present you with a poem I wrote with inspiration from Dr. Seuss. The time has come for us to say farewell to President Sweeny. Do not dwell. Although you won't be calling on CNR anymore, what you leave behind is much more than these nice floors. Some may say you're fantastic, others dandy. Surely everyone here could go for some candy. Now on to my point of giving thanks to thee. Surely you will forever shine with glistening glee. The knowledge you have obtained and shared over the 35 years has given spirit to everyone here. We acknowledge you for what you are, the 12th president, CNR star. If you are wondering where Dr. Sweeny will go after retiring from the college, I will leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss himself. "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed." Thank you, Dr. Sweeny, for all of your service over the 35 years. The School of Arts and Sciences thanks you immensely.
Thank you, Jacqueline. That was beautiful. I now would like to introduce Jamie, a student from the DC 37 campus School of New Resources class of 2011. Her area of interest is psychology. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi, welcome. Jamie Manassas. Buongiorno. Egregio Presidente Sweeny. A nome degli studenti, del corpo accademico e degli impiegati della Scuola delle Nuove Risorse, desideriamo dedicare questa poesia al 12° Presidente del College of New Rochelle, esprimendo un vivo ringraziamento per i 35 anni del suo servizio e per il solido e utile impegno per aver fortemente contribuito all'eccellente livello accademico che è stato profuso per comunità che non sono escluse dal normale sistema di istruzione. Inoltre, caro Presidente, la ringraziamo per la guida alla crescita spirituale e per l'impegno verso alla giustizia sociale. On behalf of the students and faculty of the School of New Resources, we dedicate this poem to our 12th president. We thank you for your 35 years of service and your unwavering commitment to academic excellence, outreach to underrepresented communities, and spiritual growth and social justice. The poem we dedicate to you, President. The sky, the earth, the oceans hold their secrets, but to show to man. How beautiful and mighty are God's works and plan. The greatest gift he gave to us to share, as here we dwell, are people just like you who know toil and service oh so well. And as we explore the wonder of what service really means, the wonder is your service, the greatest of your theme. Both day and night you have given of your time and your knowledge, with justice and academic excellence, cornerstones of our college. Women and children enlightened, your legacy cannot be erased. From these hallowed grounds, where your presence you have graced. SNR stands to salute you with pride, 4 decades strong, our students past and present, in this place where you belong. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Sorry about that. Now I'd like to introduce Ralden Boyce, a student in the School of Nursing, class of 2011. Ralden came to the second degree program having previously earned a BA in economics from NYU. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, President Sweeny, your lovely wife, faculty, staff, and students of the College of New Rochelle. It is with great pleasure that we meet today to dedicate the Student Campus Center as the Sweeny Campus Center. My name is Ralden Boyce again, and I am proud to be the representative for the School of Nursing as we meet today to celebrate this joyous occasion. At the school, we have greatly benefited both from Dr. Sweeney's time as president and as college administrator. Just as Dr. Sweeny has developed into the influential man he is today, the School of Nursing has also matured over time and positively influenced the lives of many nursing alumni and alumni. Under President Sweeney's tenure, the School of Nursing has grown immensely. The school used to be located in a house on Hemlock Place, but now we have a beautiful and spacious area in Angela Hall. Future nurses appreciate health and fitness and are ecstatic about the addition of the Wellness Center to our campus in 2008. A number of nursing professors actually use the Wellness Center as an extension of their lecture, and the students love it. Under Dr. Sweeney's leadership, developments such as these have enhanced the curriculum offered through the School of Nursing. The School of Nursing's dean, Dr. Mary Alice Donius, always tells the incoming freshmen that they have a president with the heart of a nurse. Like a nurse, President Sweeny, you have displayed the qualities of generosity, understanding, and sound leadership through your time at CNR. Your caring spirit to me, is what we will remember the most. You are always genuinely concerned about the success and well-rounded development of all the students at the college. Dr. Sweeny, even though you are retiring this year, you have left your stamp on the present, past, and future nurses at the College of New Rochelle. I, along with the other nursing students, will have the opportunity to graduate from a nursing school that honors caring for all patients and promotes the holistic approach to healing. As a result of your expert leadership, a CNR nurse will show the world the love, support, and kindness that you have demonstrated to us during your time as president. I would like to conclude with a quote from John Irving, a famous American writer. He stated, "You only grow by coming to the end of something and by starting something else." We don't know what the second act will be for you and your family, but I know it will be amazing. Thank you again on behalf of the School of Nursing for your years of dedication to the College of New Rochelle, and congratulations again on this wonderful honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Walden. Now I'd like to introduce Nina DiChiara, a graduate from the School of Arts and Sciences, class of 2009, and a student in the education program of the graduate school, who'll be receiving her Master of Science degree in Gifted Education. Welcome, Nina.
Thank you, President-elect. Good evening, President Sweeny, faculty, staff, and attendees. The story I'm about to read you is based on true events, but aside from its historical accuracy, the story holds an important message that should be highlighted. Please listen and enjoy as I read you the adapted short story, The Soldiers on the Trench. The tale goes that sometime, close to a battlefield over 200 years ago, a man in civilian clothes rode past a small group of exhausted, battle-weary soldiers digging an obviously important defensive position. The section leader, making no effort to help, was shouting orders, threatening punishment if the work was not completed within the hour. "Why are you not helping?" asked the stranger on horseback. "I am in charge. The men do as I tell them," said the section leader. The leader added, "Help them yourself if you feel so strongly about it." To the section leader's surprise, the stranger dismounted and helped the men until the job was finished. Before leaving, the stranger congratulated the men for their work and approached the puzzled section leader. "You should notify top command next time your rank prevents you from helping your men," said the stranger. "I will provide you with a more permanent solution to your problems next time." Up close, the section leader now recognized General George Washington and the lesson he had just been taught. Leadership is earned via action that demonstrates courage, fairness, and commitment. Good leaders work with their community to create reasonable solutions to difficult problems. On behalf of the graduate school, I thank you, President Sweeny, for the leadership you have demonstrated. Your courage, fairness, and commitment will always be present as the college moves forward in the future. Congratulations on the honorable dedication, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Nina, Walden, Jamie, and Jacqueline. Now I'm pleased to present to you the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Michael Ambler.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we celebrate the outstanding leadership of Dr. Stephen J. Sweeny. Steve has devoted much of his life to the College of New Rochelle, especially its students. He has shared his considerable gifts as educator and contributed in many ways to education nationally and internationally. In the course of his 35 years at CNR, Steve has brought his talent and leadership skills to numerous positions as faculty member and as administrator. He was appointed president in July 1997, having been senior vice president for academic affairs for the previous 18 years. Many other institutions and associations enjoy the benefit of Steve's many gifts and service, including the Middle States Commission on Higher Education, where he is a commissioner, the Association for Catholic Colleges and Universities, the Ursulines, Sisters of Charity of New York, the De La Salle Christian Brothers, and the Religious of the Sacred Heart. He is a faculty member of the Harvard University Graduate School of Education Institute for New University Presidents, and the list goes on. The Board of Trustees is grateful to you, Steve, for allowing us to recognize your significant service and achievements as president of the College of New Rochelle, and your contributions as talented educator and leader here and beyond. Thanks also to my fellow members of CNR's Board of Trustees, on whose behalf I make these remarks. Thanks, too, to all of you for celebrating tonight the president of the College of New Rochelle. Steve has faithfully led CNR in its fidelity to its Ursuline heritage and its mission, which in turn has greatly strengthened and sustained the college through these years. CNR is gifted with a faculty who engages and inspires thousands of students in its 6 campuses and graduates across the world. For more than a century, CNR graduates have taken their college experience and shared their lessons with families, friends, colleagues, and the world around them. Our students have had the great benefit of experiencing Stephen J. Sweeny as teacher, mentor, colleague, friend, and especially as model for wisdom for life. The College of New Rochelle is privileged to honor Stephen J. Sweeny for his exemplary 35 years of service to the College of New Rochelle, 14 of them as its president. Steve, in recognition of your passionate commitment to the Ursuline heritage and the centrality of the human dignity of each student of the College of New Rochelle, past and present, the Board of Trustees is pleased to now formally dedicate the Sweeny Student Service Center. The plaque inside the entrance describes your leadership at the College of New Rochelle as follows. Named in honor of Stephen J. Sweeny, Ph.D., 12th President of the College. He summoned the college, which he called hallowed territory, and its work, a sacred calling, to unreserved respect and regard for students. His 35 years of service modeled that, at this college, intellect and compassionate journey together.
Thank you, Michael, and I'd like to invite President Sweeny to maybe say a few words.
There's something so surreal about this. I just came the other day. I'm so very grateful. And I guess I want to do what they do in Congress when some windy guy gets up. He begins by saying, I reserve the right to extend and revise my remarks. I have an awful lot to say, and it's all written out. And I realize I can't do that. So at some point, I will be really eager to share it with you, and you can read it in the privacy of your own thinking, because I have much I want to say by virtue of my heart overflowing. To the students who spoke today, how deeply grateful I am, how proud to be the president of the College of New Rochelle with those students. And they'll be the first to tell you that they're really not terribly different from their brothers and sisters. Now, each of them I know, and each of them are very gifted. No kidding about that. But the truth is, throughout the 5,000 person student body that we have, are people of that caliber. I never wanted to be anything but a teacher. It was in my blood from the earliest days, and I was very lucky to be able to follow through on that calling. And it is a sacred calling. And the space we have to engage in the teaching learning process is hallowed territory. And we do it very well here. So to the 4 students who were just glorious. Jackie is the new president of the student body next year, the School of Arts and Sciences and the School of Nursing. She represents her sisters and brothers so very, very well. Jamie made St. Angela feel very included in our program. Mille grazie, Jamie. The School of Nursing. I arrived the same day as the beginning of the School of Nursing. So my 35 years and the 35 years of the School of Nursing simply are coterminous, and I'm very proud of that. It was the area of the college I knew the least about. How nice that someone says I have the heart of a nurse. But I knew the least about it, so I decided I better go off and become a member of the League of Nurses. Non-nurse member of the League of Nurses. And I ended up being on the accrediting body, and then the appeals body for accrediting decisions of the League of Nurses. And I learned probably more than anybody ever wants to know. Nina, how nice that we have in you both an undergraduate and a graduate of the College of New Rochelle. Actually, looking around the space now, there are so many of us who have that shared benefit of being undergraduates and graduates. So to the students, and done so creatively and elegantly. And I'm deeply touched. I believe teachers, that which I always wanted to be, is the most noble profession. I don't think anybody can argue with me on that. Sadly, in this country, we don't make good on that fact. There are many other careers that are seemingly valued more. But we're the eternal optimists, we teachers. We know that it's possible in an interaction with the other to bring out the very best in each of us. It's never a one-sided thing. In my interaction with students, God has been very good to me, and I became a richer human being. I became more mature, more developed. St. Angela and the Ursulines, who give us our spirit, have always stood for the full development of human beings. It's what we do here under their animating spirit. That's what the teacher does. But how foolish we are to think that that's one-sided. The full development of human beings is a reciprocal thing. So, my friends, to name the Student Center for me is a most remarkable gift. It's inestimable. I can't tell you how meaningful that is. It is why we exist. It is why we exist as college. It's why we exist as teachers, to engage in that sacred relationship with students. And so if in other people's judgments there's an appropriateness to naming this building, well, I'm very deeply grateful. But on my part, I find it so appropriate because I am who I am by my 35 years of connection with the students of the College of New Rochelle. So when you see the name and you catch Student Center in it, don't see it as one-sided. See it as we invested in him the leadership of the college, and we gave him the chance on our behalf to be of service to students. But see the other half too. He was teacher, and he told us of how fully developed he became by virtue of the gift of students in his life. I'm surrounded tonight by all the people who are closest to me. Of course, Barbara, who has been infinitely patient in sharing me with the college and in giving me permission. The members of my floor in the castle for 35 years, some coming back, joining me, the present staff, Barbara, Norma, Jerry, Megan, Ellen is there, Terry is there, all making me look good every day. And those who went before, joining me tonight, Marge Cherico and Linda Ebinger and Mary Hurl, people desks on that floor, and who were just great companions to me, the vice presidents, the deans through the years, but all of you, faculty, staff, support staff, professional staff, security, housekeeping, maintenance, all people who were part of the team. And if I did anything good, others must judge that. It is only because you allowed me. You gave me the authority. You invested that in me. The wonderful story of George Washington, the wonderful sense of what leadership is all about, leadership as service, only happens because those around you invest you with it. If you didn't do that, I would have been up against a brick wall. So I stand here very grateful to the Ursulines who made me an Ursuline for all practical purposes, that they welcomed me to this family 35 years ago and continued to bless me with their friendship. And I remember particularly that other member of my family, Sister Dorothy Ann Kelly, how much we were together. Some wag says, I think you all know that there's a portrait now of me in the parlor, in the living room, and across on the next wall is Sister Dorothy Ann. There's some wag that says we must have wonderful conversations in the middle of the night. Because we had such wonderful conversations over our many, many years together. She was part of the family, was my mentor, the woman of faith, intelligent, strong, who modeled what it meant to be a student and a graduate and an administrator and a faculty member and the leader of the College of New Rochelle. Almost every day, I think so deeply of Dorothy. So, my friends, I will have a paper for you to read sometime. But I hope I've touched all of you tonight in this, what I hope is an inclusive thank you. My heart is grateful. The dominant theme is thanksgiving. You know, there's that wonderful scriptural passage that so many of us know and have used from the book of Ecclesiastes. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. That's the context for this change. It's time. And I am so grateful that we have already had named and running in place already the next generation of leadership in Judith Huntington, and how relieved I am that that's so beautifully in place, that a very gifted, talented, committed woman becomes president on July 1st. What a great gift to me, after 35 years, to be able to know I handed to Judy. There's the other wonderful scriptural reference. No need to think about the past. This is Isaiah. No need to wonder what God has done for us before. Behold, our God does new things. Even now, those new things come to pass. Our God makes roads in the wilderness. Our God makes rivers on dry land. The chapters yet to come in the College of New Rochelle going to be glorious. Judith will raise us to new heights. And finally, you've heard me say this before. I say it again, it's never been more meaningful than this minute. That wonderful apostolic archbishop who works with the people of the Amazon region, the natives of the Amazon region who are so voiceless. His name is Pedro Casaldalaga. And he said, in I think a beautiful expression of what this is all about, this life, and a section of it for me, 35 years. At the end of the road, he said, they will ask, how have you lived? Have you loved? And without saying a word, I will open a heart full of names. I look out, and I know so many more unable to be here, and 5,000 students behind us tonight, and generations before and generations to come. I look at you, and to each of you I say, thank you for giving me your name in a heart that's bursting with names. How proud I am to have been the 12th president of the college, but even more so, citizen of this wonderful community for 35 years. Thank you so very much.
Steve, that was so beautiful. I'm in such awe, not a note card in front of him. I mean, talk about big shoes to fill. That really was glorious. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to ask Father Joe to join Michael Ambler and President Sweeny and myself as we bless the newly renovated Student Sweeny Center. If you would mind just waiting here as we do that, and then we'll come right back out and have you join us.